Hello, good morning everybody. We are on the 14th day of May. So we'll start to analyze the chart on our screen, GPUSD, and in downwards for some times now. We keep seeing price continuing to move to the lower side, and if you check the daily chart, the previous day's candle, this one actually closed as a bearish pin bar. So what this simply means is we are still sellers. We do expect price to proceed to the lower side, and as long as we're on this chart, expect a possible break below this point. So this was a pin bar. The price moved down, but we do have a support here where the price must first of all break below before we can continue downwards, most probably up to the next level, which is this one. So if you're on this chart now, you should be looking for sell positions. Expect price to clearly descend that level. It should break below the line which we have just drawn, then continue much lower up to around 1.14560. So in case the today's candle closes below 1.22174, then that's a good place to consider picking a sell order. So that sell is anticipated because the previous day's candle was actually a bearish pin bar. So if the price goes below the red line, expect a continuation up to this point around 1.14552. So the next symbol, Euro USD. The next symbol, this is Euro USD. So on this chart, we do have a support. We have a very good. This should act as a good place to look for a buy from. So if the price can give us a good buy signal around this point, this should be a good buy place. We actually have some zone. This could be a possible rectangular formation. So as long as the price is held within the zone which I'm drawing, we are waiting for a sell from the top and waiting for a buy from the bottom. A sell from the top and then a buy from the bottom. So we'll wait for price to get to this level 1.095 to pick a sell, or the price should come back to this point 1.07853 to pick a buy up to the next level, which is. So we'll move forward. Let's see what we have on the next symbol. We'll look at USDJPY. This is downwards. We have an active downtrend, and somehow we are within some shape, contracting wedge formation. So we had a resistance here. We had a resistance around this level. We had a resistance here. We had a support. We had a support here. The next support is there. So as it is now, we expect price to come down up to this point where we should be able to look for a buy. So if you're on this chart now, so far this has been downwards, but overall the trend is upwards. So we'll attach an indicator on this chart. We'll attach the average movement index. So this is pointing upwards. As you can see, we have, so far it's basically switching places. So it has just gone above the green one, and then the complete line, the one which stands for trend, is actually below 25. What this means is we are likely to see price continue to the lower. So the fact that the complete line, the signal line, is below 25 only means that there's no clear trend. So as it is now, if you are not selling, if you are not in a sell, expect consolidations to the lower side and expect price to proceed much lower. This is a very good expanding wedge formation. So let's see it on the first chart. It's the same thing. We have our line. we have that. So this is basically a very good expanding wedge formation which has just been broken. So as long as the price remains below this trend line, expect it to continue downwards up to this point, 26.42. Expect a sell as long as you have price being held below this trend line. Expect a continuation to the lower side up to 26.42.7, where we do expect a buy from. So as it is now, expect sell from this point. That sell should take price up to this point. So the next symbol we look at is Brent oil. Brent also we have a shape. This overally according to the indicators, but if you draw this shape, add that, and then we had this one. So basically the price needs to break either above this to the upper trend line, then or it should break below, then continue to the lower. So as it is now, we're basically simply waiting for what should happen. If the price successfully goes above the upper trend line, that would mean we are continuing to the upper side, and if it breaks below the lower trend line, that would mean we are continuing to the lower side. So as it is, we are only waiting. Let's see what happens. If the price goes above, we look for a buy. If it goes below, we look for a sell. So the best place to buy from is if the price go previous day's highest high, the previous week's highest high, 32.391. If the price breaks beyond this level, that would be a very good continuation sign. So the next symbol we look at is gold. So gold, so we're consolidating. There was this massive move to the lower side, then somehow the price began to consolidate. So if you look daily chart, we want price to go beyond this level, 17.29. If the price breaks beyond that level, that would be a very good place to consider picking a buy position. So we ascend above this point, we are holding on, we are not doing anything. The price needs to break above, retrace back, then continue upwards. According to the Forex, we should have almost the same thing. We have the same perspective on the Forex. We have a trend line here, also have another one on the bottom. So technically the price needs to break above the upper trend line so that we continue to the upper side. If that is true, that is if the price ascends above the upper trend line, we are going to expect it and it should break beyond this level here. There, the price needs to continue upwards and even break beyond 1738.04. So if you're on this chart now, you should be expecting a break beyond that trend line, or if it doesn't break above, then just expect a bounce so that you pick a sell up to the 10 at the bottom. So a move like this may likely happen. We may see a sell up to the lower trend line. So I hope that should to the end of today's session. We've seen up to the 10 at the top, but then it has not been able to break above for some time now. So if it breaks beyond that trend line, and especially above the red line, that will be the correct place where we want to pick a buy from. So a break beyond the trend line is okay, but if it can break above the red line, that is much better. So thank you very much. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. See you.